Irrational antagonism is a state of intense hatred or antagonism towards someone or something without any reasonable or logical justification. It is basically antagonism that stems from irrational thinking or unfounded prejudices. Here are some examples of irrational antagonism. Prejudice, judging and discriminating against individuals or groups based on preconceived notions rather than their actual merits or actions. For example, racism, sexism, and religious intolerance are all forms of irrational antagonism. Scapegoating, blaming someone or something for problems for which they are not responsible, often to shift blame or avoid confronting one's shortcomings. Conspiracy theories, holding unfounded beliefs about hidden conspiracies or secret races, often despite a lack of evidence or logic. Cyberbullying, using online platforms to harass, intimidate, or humiliate others, often anonymously. Road rage, aggressive and reckless behavior behind the wheel, often triggered by minor annoyances or perceived slights. The causes of irrational antagonism are complex and varied, but can often be traced back to factors such as fear and suspicion. When people feel threatened or unsafe, they may lash out at others to regain control. Lack of knowledge or understanding. People who are ignorant of certain groups or issues may be more likely to develop negative stereotypes and biases. Parenting and social conditioning. We can learn irrational biases from our families, communities, and even the media we consume. Mental health problems. Some mental health conditions, such as anxiety or paranoia, can make people more vulnerable. Irrational thinking and behavior. Certainly, a section could be added about the effect of irrational antagonism in the work environment. I will expand the main body of the article to include this aspect. The effect of irrational antagonism in the work environment. We explore how irrational antagonism can impact the work environment. The work environment, as in everyday life, is not immune to prejudices and biases. This type of antagonism can create a tense atmosphere, negatively impacting collaboration, productivity, and employee well-being. Work atmosphere and professional relations. Irrational antagonism strains relationships between colleagues and can create a tense and uncomfortable work environment. This hinders effective communication and collaboration and can lead to hostile attitudes or even bullying at work. Performance and productivity. Irrational antagonism can reduce productivity and hinder overall team performance. Employees who feel uncomfortable or threatened in the work environment may be less able to focus on their tasks and achieve their goals. Mental health and well-being. The impact of irrational antagonism is not only limited to professional performance, but also extends to the psychological health of employees. Constant exposure to such an atmosphere can lead to feelings of stress, anxiety, and even depression. Strategies to overcome antagonism in the work environment. It is important for organizations to develop policies and training programs to increase awareness of biases, develop and promote a culture of respect and diversity. Open dialogue must be encouraged and channels provided for reporting hostile situations and dealing with them in a professional manner. The consequences of irrational antagonism can be far-reaching. It can damage relationships, create conflict and division, and even lead to violence. It is important to be aware of our own biases and challenge irrational thinking whenever we encounter it. By promoting understanding and tolerance, we can work to create a more just and peaceful world.